जी, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम class. How are you all? Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum class. Is everyone there? First star and second year. I want to talk with you. I want to start the lecture, but there is no anyone. Where is your class? Yes, students, first star and second year. Assalamu alaikum class. Who's there online? There is only one attendee in the class. Yes. Do tell me who's there. Assalamu alaikum class. How are you all? I don't know who's there. There is no any attendee. How can I take the class? Assalamu alaikum class. Is there anyone in the class? Yes, do tell me. Is there anyone in the class? Are you listening me? Is my voice clear? Yes, class. Is my voice clear to you? Who's there? One and ten is there, but who's there? I don't know who's there. Yes, class. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, class? Are you hearing me? Can you listen me, class? Whose people are there in my class? I can't see you. Whose student are there? I want to start the class. Please do tell me who's there. Yes, can you hear me, class? Okay, let's start the lecture about the audience and purpose. Opening segment. Okay, Mariam, Sahar, thanks God that are you there. Yes, we are the other students. I can't see any student here. I don't know where are the other students. Yes, to tell me, Mariam. I want to start the memo. Okay, heading segment is about the heading segment follows is general format. Two details, name and job titles from your name and job title, date, complete and correct date, subject to what the memo is about, highlighted in some way. Okay, make sure you address the readers by his or her correct name and job title with a correct complete job title. You might call the company president, magazine, and informer. Not but Rita makes president. Would you be any more appropriate for a formal memo? Be specific and concise in your subject line. For example, clothes. As a subject line could mean anything from a dress code update to a production issue. Opening segment, if we talk about an opening segment, the purpose of a memo is usually found in the opening paragraph and includes the purpose of the memo, the context and the problem and the specific assignment or task before indulging the reader with detail and the context gives the reader brief overview of what the memo will be about. Choosing how specific your introduction will be depends on your memo plan and style, including the purpose of the memo will help clarify the reasons. The audience should read the document. The introduction should be brief and should be approximately the length and the shorter paragraph. ठीक है? If you're talking about here about the opening segment, कि opening segment किस तरह का आना चाहिए, the choosing for specific your introduction maybe depends on your plan style. memo plan style पर भी इसका जो है वो डिपेंड करता है कि किस तरह का होगा किस तरह का नहीं होगा. ठीक है? Including the purpose of the memo will be clarified. The reasons the audience should read this document. The introduction should be brief and we should be approximate the length of a short paragraph or paragraph की ही length होनी चाहिए उसकी. If we talk about the context is the event, circumstance or background of the problem you are solving. You may use a paragraph or a few sentences to establish the background and the state of the problem. Oftentimes, it is sufficient to use the opening of a sentence to completely explain the context, such as through market research and analysis include only what your reader need, but be sure is clear. कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ये आ जाएगा आप लोगों के. आगे है समरी सेगमेंट. If your memo is longer than a page and you want to include a separate summary segment आना चाहिए for this section, not necessary for short memos. There should be not take a space. This segment provides a brief statement of the key recommendations you have read. This will help your readers understand the key points of the memo immediately. This segment may also include references to the method and the sources you have used in your research. Please read it. If you want to ask any question, then tell me about the summary segment. Ji Mariam. Okay, thanks God that you're the only person there. Is there anyone with you? Okay, what about the discussion segment? The discussion segment are the longest portion of the memo and are the part in which you include all the details that support your ideas. Begin with the information that is the most important. This may mean that you will start with the key findings or the recommendations. Discussion segment is we want to discuss anything according to memo or write the memo. Start with your most general information and move to your specific and supporting facts. The discussion segment include the supporting ideas, facts and research that back up your argument in the memo and include strong points and evidence to persuade to the readers to follow your recommended actions. Is there anything you want to ask? William, I think you are my student and the only, and I'm your teacher. So I'm teaching you, and you are learning from me. What about the closing segment? After reader has observed all of your information, you want to close with a courteous ending that states what action you want your reader to take. Make sure you consider how the readers will benefit from the desired action and how you can make those actions easier. For example, you might say, I will be glad to discuss these recommendations with you during our Tuesday trip to Spa and later on any decisions you make. Three attendees are now here. Who are the present here right now? I want to see. Okay, after the reader has observed all of your information, you want to close with a courteous ending that states what action you want your reader to take. Make sure you consider how the reader will benefit from the desired action and how you can make those actions easier. For example, you might say, I will be glad to discuss a recommendation with you during our Tuesday trip to Spa and although any discussions make. Memo format. What is memo format? Memo format of part 1. The format of memo follows the general guidelines of business writing. The memo is usually a page or two long, should be single space and leave justify instead of using indentations to show new paragraphs. Keep a line between sentences. Business materials should be concise and easy to read. Okay, You can help your reader understand your memo better by using headings for the summary and the discussion segment that follow it. Write headings that are short but that clarify the content of the segment. For example, instead of using summary for your heading, try new advertising and recommendation, which is much more specific. Memo format part 2 for easy reading, put important points or details into the list rather than paragraphs when possible. This will draw the reader's attention to the section and help the audience remember the information better. Using this will help you be concise when writing a memo. For easy reading, okay, वो जो है वो readers के लिए attention के लिए जो है you have to put more information and it should be concise writing a memo there. What about next? Next memo format part 4. The segment of the memo should be allocated in the following manners. Header 1 by 8 of the memo. It should be 1 by 8. Opening, context and task 1 by 4 of the memo. And summary discussion segment half of the memo. Closing sentences statements 1 by 8 of the memo. This is suggested distribution of the material to make writing memos easier. Not all memos will be the same and the structure can be changed as you see necessary. Different organizations may have different formatting procedures, so be flexible in adapting your writing skills. Sample memo, you can see it. This is the basic which I'm going to do. The same person to write a sample memo, to write a memo to the superintendent. To write a memo to the superintendent. Memo to all from the superintendent that from Jonathan. Okay, to Kelly Anderson, marketing executive from Jonathan Fitzgerald, Market Research Assistant, date June 14, 2017. A subject loss line promotion. Through market research and analysis, it has been discovered that the purpose advertising media from the new fall lines need to be changed. Findings from the focus groups and survey have made it apparent that we need to update our advertising efforts to make them with the styles and the trends of your adults today. No longer are young adults interested in sitcoms as if for shared television shows. Also, it has become increasingly important to use the internet as a tool to communicate with our target audience to show our dominance in clothing industry. So, sample memo, the format of the memo is more concentrated to do it that use Kelly Anderson, marketing executive. So you can see that to start from the Kelly Anderson full name and with the designation. From full name and with the designation, date and subject clothes in promotion. So you can see that there is no yours obediently, yours sincerely, and this and that. But in the beginning, this is a format of the memo that in the beginning, to, from, date, and subject. These things are more important. Okay, to, from, date, and subject. So when to you write you are going to write about the memo, the person. You can write here the person and the complete designation from the complete name and date June 14, subject lost time promotion. After that, you can write here all the things for memo. As it clear, this slide is the most important slide for you people. Yes. Do you want to ask any question, anything from this slide, class? Tell me. Where all the students of course are in. Okay. Next is about the tips. State the most important point first, then move on to the details. Be specific and brief in every heading so that the basic point of your memo is apparent to the reader right away. Include only as much information as necessary for the readers. Feel free to include lists, charts, and graphs at the end of the memo to help the readers better understand the topic. Make sure to add a notation of how to attachments are relevant. The reader can understand the memo better if you use headings for the different segments of the memo. Yes, these are the tips to write a good memo. So, which four students are there present? Please do write your name or say present, then I will mark your attendance. Is how many students? There are four students who are present in the there. So do tell me. I want to mark your attendance. Madam Sarah is there, and who are more students are there? Okay. State the most important points first, then move on to the details. Be specific and brief in every heading so that the basic points of your memo is apparent to the readers right away. Include only as much information as necessary for the reader. Feel free to include lists, charts, graphs, and the end of the memo to help the readers better understand the topic. Make sure to add a notation of how the attachments are relevant. The reader can understand the memo better if you use headings for the different segments of the memo. Do you want to ask any question, class, regarding this? You may ask if you have any problem. Second tips, always address the readers by his or her correct name. Don't use nicknames. When constructing the headings, be sure to do double space between the section and the line to the text. Check for errors. If there is an error in a memo, it will probably be in names, dates, or numbers. Keep paragraphs short, limited each of paragraph to 5 lines or less. Yes, class, do you want to ask any question regarding these slides? They are the tips for writing a better memo. I don't know how many students are there. There are only 3 students. I want to take your attendance right now. Do tell me your names. Mariam Sahar is present there, and how many students are there? Hmm. अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। और माँ पापा आप ऑनलाइन हुई हैं बच्चे, पहले कहाँ थी आप? सिर्फ 2 स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं उन्होंने लेक्चर अटेंड किया है। कितनी बुरी बात है, इस तरह से करती हैं। बाकी सारी क्लास आप लोगों की कहाँ है? अब मैंने तो आपको मेमो राइटिंग करवा दी है ना। अभी आप लोग क्लास में आकर मुझे बताएंगे सारा कुछ कि मेमो राइटिंग क्या होता है। आई विल नॉट रिपीट दिस लेक्चर अगेन। सलामत नहीं आई